and murdery and still a good person.
I agree. You can be a serial killer that kills serial killers.
I mean, yeah, if you want to go full Dexter.
Let's say Dexter has really changed. Like,
have you seen the new trailer?
I've never watched the original Sister series, so it's not my cup of tea. So
and Dexter is not the only protagonist to be able to do that. So every time I hear someone just say, "Oh, it's Dexter," it's like, no, it's not.
It's not just Dexter.
So many.
Yeah. Well, it's by far the most popular example.
Exactly.
And I did happen to watch the trailer like yesterday or the day before, so it's more in my mind.
At the start of, I don't know who started this to the trend. I just know Wicked was my first introduction to it. Is this idea of
the anti-hero?
Well, no, because anti-heroes have existed since the 80s is where they got really big. But specifically, the villain is in secret the hero, where Wicked retold the story as the Wicked Witch of the West, which is a poorly written villain.
Well, she was a minor character in the original.
Yeah, she was very, very minor, and so there really wasn't much to her.
And her skin wasn't green.
And they turned her into a sympathetic protagonist, or almost a deuteragamist, because you had her story happening at the same time as Dorothy's story.
For that word to be used twice in one session.
I really like that word.
I do too.
The author also did that to Cinderella. I think he did it to Snow White, but he did it to a few of the classic fairy tales.
Well, it became in the early 2000s, and then definitely in the 2010s, it turned into this big thing where every single villain, no matter whether they were a well-written villain previously, is now being retconned into where they were actually the good guy.
They had a human side to them,
which I was fine with Wicked because it was really well done. But now it's turning into, well, there are no real bad guys. Everyone is a good guy. You just have to look at it from another angle, and it annoys the hell out of me.
It is fine to go into that and show how things are more complex.
Oh yeah.
Bring more details, things like that. That's fine. But if you're just saying they were really the good guy all along, then you're still playing into this false notion of a binary of good and evil, and that I'm not a big fan of.
Well, like the new Cruella film, which I will admit I have not watched. I have just read some synopses and things like that. But it's kind of the perfect example of, by the way, just let me know when we're actually live.
We've been live for this entire conversation. I said we were about to go live, and then you kept talking about good versus evil for 5 minutes.
I was watching my feed, and the feed didn't tell me we were live. That is entirely my fault. Sorry. I thought we were still offline.
I didn't care.
No, that's my fault.
This is a peek into why it takes us so long to go live. By the way, they talk
if you
about
guys thought that
the
we were
randomest things in such great detail.
No, we are 100% ready to go before we are supposed to go live. We
get distracted.
I mean, honestly, Elias, unless it's sensitive information, you should just make us go live.
You really should.
The thing is, if I did that, you would just start saying sensitive information. I'm like, by the way, guys, we're live.
I've done that to people when recording the modcast for Hyper. I just would start recording without telling them that I was recording.
I think that's illegal.
I was going to say, in California,
it was never live. And they knew that we would be recording eventually. I would just hit the button before telling them, and then we'd reach a lull, and I'd be like, and welcome to the modcast. And then we would edit things and edit out if certain people had information that they shared or didn't want shared.
So you should just hit the go live button at 9:00. And we all know that at 9:00 we are live. And so it's our you know.
I mean, technically, we all agreed to that through written
Zulta
emails.
From Imp in my head, Zulta, here's your reroll. Someone will be by eventually to take your order.
Thank you.
Take a reroll.
I haven't eaten any food today. That would be great.
I've had a nutritional shake.
From last night.
Nom.
I ate one meal yesterday.
Me too.
And one the day before. Okay, I had more calories than that, so I just wasn't hungry for extra.
Arel, that was your movement to teleport out of that group of nastiness. Yep. They seem slightly upset that you are no longer there.
Haha, sucks to be you guys.
What would you like to do?
I want to let's see. Do I want to blind them or do I want to trap them?
Or do all of the above?
This is true. I would like to do everything, but it's not possible.
There actually is a feat you can take that allows you to inflict multiple banes with a single roll.
Oh, okay. I would like that next.
When you level up, we can talk about that.
Yeah. And make sure that it's
to be blunt, it would kind of make sense for how you built your character. So
be aware there is also a multi-target boon, which I maybe messed up right before we ever started playing and therefore have never used.
I also like the sound of that, so we will have to see. Okay. I'm going to
become a ghost.
Fluff. No, I'm going to, I mean, that's already a thing, can't you tell? Oh, I guess I have two things. Yeah, I'm going to trap him in darkness. So the one that tried to stab me and that made me feel pain, he's now going to be stuck in a spot and scared.
If you would like, you can try to area target instead of single target.
Oh.
Bane. Yes. What happens is for... like in this particular instance, it would probably make more sense for it to be just a radius sphere that you make. For every 5 feet larger than 5 feet, it is disadvantage 1. So to hit all of them, you would need to roll for a 10-foot radius sphere that would encompass all of them. That would just be disadvantage 1.
I'm down with that. Let's do that.
So yes, go ahead and make your roll with disadvantage 1. Add any legend points you feel are appropriate.
What?
45.
45.
Zoltan, thank you so
failed.
much.
Damn.
Yay! You got a 30 on your D20.
I never get an exploding D20. My D20 is always like 4 or 6 or 4 again.
Finally.
So as you shadow step out and you see kind of the lensing effect of whatever it is they're doing, they kind of all look over, and the one with the dagger raises it up, and you can see he's about to do something, and you're like, nope, and you extend your hand, and you feel the shadows around them just coalesce and turn into this dome of the darkness.
The evil laugh. It was so good.
Nom, nom, nom.
I mean, she's right next to a table that was abandoned very quickly. I'm sure there's leftover food.
So Arel goes over there and goes, this is good. I can see why Pierre's been over here this entire time. This is really good stuff.
There's no drinks, please. No drinks.
You'd have to ask the waiter for that.
And the waiter's the one that tried to stab me, so.
Wasn't that also the one flirting with you?
Yeah. No, that was the other one.
It's a dancer.
Yep. My nose nuzzler.
So it is the Yiga clan's turn. These guys are going to move closer to Aruna. This guy's only going to be able to get here, which is barely outside the shadows. I will draw this whole area here is in shadow.
Does the third who was around me come closer to me after just seeing me completely without any knowledge of what I was doing kill two of his people?
We will get to that.
Okay.
This guy, since he wasn't nearly as far in, can get here. This guy can get here. This guy can get here. And this guy is not going to be able to escape the shadow. Sorry. All right, so they move, but they don't do anything. Because action economy wise, they use their action previously. And then this guy, seeing you kind of blind, you're not sure what happens to him.
Well, if I get hit by something, I think I'll have an idea.
Yeah, obviously. All right. So that ends that. We are back to Aruna. They have moved up towards you again, but seem to be holding back, waiting for you to do something. And you see Arel has kind of escaped her captors, and they are slowly trying to come back to her as a large sphere of darkness just appears where she used to be.
Yeah, that checks out.
So wait, they can still see and they're moving towards me?
Well, they got out of the sphere because the sphere ended right basically in their squares. So they came out. They weren't able to get to you.
Oh, gotcha.
So they left the sphere is what it is. So they couldn't see while you were gone. But they did look over at you right as the lights went out. So
gotcha.
Yeah.
Can I?
And one of them is still stuck in the sphere.
Can I? Based on what their tactics have changed and what they tried to do last time, can I tell what these guys are trying to wait for me to do?
They seem to be. They seem to have switched from an offensive mindset to a reactive mindset.
Right.
You think?
Can I tell how they're trying to react?
Based on what they did last time, it looks like they're simply just trying to keep you away from Arel and slow you down so they can do whatever they want to Arel before you can get there. They seem pleased that they were able to stick you. Yeah. So it may be that was their entire plan for you. You're not 100% certain on that. But they haven't prepared anything new. They just, it's very obvious whatever you're going to do now, they're going to try to react to it. Depending on how predictable it is, they may or may not be able to react.
Well, I can't remember if these particular ones have seen me do this before. I figure they have, but just to counter, like, I feel slower, right? More sluggish.
More of you think slower. your actual muscle speed and that physical aspect of it is not affected.
But that mentally affects, like, I feel kind of slower a little bit in some way. So seeing Arel is making progress getting away, and also feeling myself getting slower and seeing that they're trying to, like, prick me with stuff, I'm going to try and mitigate my slower speed as well as make it harder for them to prick me by just transforming into spinning boulder form here, which will take the entire 6 seconds or whatever. But staying in place essentially and just basically revving up, getting ready for whatever comes next.
Now, if I remember correctly, that takes your action and a minor. Oh, it takes your movement too? Okay, I wasn't sure. Cool. So you're all spiky. And they're doing nothing.
Cool.
Because they used their action last time. Cool. That brings us to Zulta. You are still blind to the world.
Can I shake off the blindness?
How would you like to do that?
Well, what I'm basically asking is this some kind of bane that they have done to me where I can, like, try and rally myself to throw it off?
This isn't a bane in the idea that you can just use your movement to get out of it. This is something tailor-made to prevent you from doing what you normally do.
Cool. Can I still talk?
Yes, you can still talk.
Cass, if you're there, can you help point me towards enemies to kill?
Ooh, okay. You feel a very familiar touch grab your arm, but due to the fact that you are so dialed into your own existence, it's like fire has erupted on your arm. The sensation of touch is almost overwhelming, and you feel your knees buckle for a second, and the touch removes itself instantly. And you hear kind of almost as if it's from someone saying something in another room. It feels kind of far away and detached. Are you okay?
Nope, that hurt. Maybe just one tap if I'm in the right direction.
Okay. So you now feel another sensation on your shoulder, but it's very, very light. It's still extremely uncomfortable for you, but it's not painful. And you feel the pressure increase just enough to know that they're encouraging you to move.
Great. So where am I moving to?
You have access to your full movement. Move wherever you would like to.
Great. I'll move there.
Okay. And then you hear, again, it still sounds very, very far away, but in your ear, you hear 3 dead ahead, 40 feet.
Cool. I am going to try, now that I have a seeing eye, Kess, to death drain whatever's in that direction.
Okay.
And since I'm still in a battle trance, I get an extra advantage on that.
Well, as you do that, I'd like you to...
because she wants to get even with them.
I feel like there is a 50-50 chance this is going to rebound on me.
Not on you.
Oh, well, yeah, Aruna's over there. I could kill Aruna. Sorry.
So, because everything is dialed up to 1 billion right now, when you reach out to try and attack one as you normally would, you attack everything in that area.
Ooh. I'm less sorry. Like, if you die, I'm sorry, but that's so really cool.
It'll be disadvantage 3 because you're attacking for 4 targets.
Okay. That's
otherwise
fun.
A normal roll for you.
So just advantage 4.
You are so broken.
33 versus toughness.
So I don't need to check. They're gone.
Yeah.
However, Aruna, how does a 33 do versus your toughness?
My toughness? Well, I just transformed. It's exactly 10 over.
Okay.
But I think I only have 9 hit points. So I think I'm unconscious again.
So Zulta, as you reach out and fire off your life drain, as you feel the life start flooding into you, which, by the way, because you hit that many, whatever hit points you were missing, you've got.
I wasn't missing any.
Okay.
Pass him along. Storm for later.
So you feel the ability connect, and I think this is the first time you've multi-targeted Death Drain, isn't it? Or maybe one other time?
Tried with like 2 before.
So you've never felt this many life forces get connected to you all at once. And with all your powers dialed up to a level 11, it is incredibly overwhelming. I'm going to have you roll a fortitude check.
Okay, at least it's not something I have a complete 0 in. Thinking to self. Oh, by the way, it's over 33, but let's not worry about that. There was a 9 included there, and I was supposed to roll that again.
Take a life force, put it in your pocket, save it for a painful day.
Yeah, sure. We're gonna try and re-roll the fortitude because 10 is making me nervous.
Okay.
And if it's lower than that, we're going to take out the real dice. 25.
Okay.
Not lower.
Yeah, much better.
I want you to know that
1 on my D6.
You rolled a 24 into 1.
That's great.
Which is really cool on a D20 for you to roll it to the 24. So as your body almost goes into shock with just how overwhelmed with sensation it is. And you feel Kessa's hand jerk back away from you. As it happens, you think you might have inadvertently transferred some of that into Kess as she kind of cries out in pain.
It won't be fun, but can she heal from that?
And you feel kind of your mind itself kind of sway for a bit, like you were about to lose consciousness, and you just fight through it. So you are fine. You have no idea where the last Yiga clan member went that was harassing you, but it seems that Aruna, once he becomes conscious again, is in the clear. You also feel at the very back of your mind a slight bit of Aruna's presence, and you realize you may have drained him at the same time.
So I'm
or is it that you're just always thinking about me?
Yeah.
We don't need another ship.
You've got one already.
Yo.
Oh, a pirate's life for me.
My fiance's life for me.
Hoist the Colors High is a great song.
Or that ends Zulta. Arel.
Yes.
They have started moving towards you. They are still far enough away that they don't seem to be able to interact with you directly. But they seem to be very, very intent on getting to you.
Okay, well, I am going to continue to move away from them because they want to stab me with things. So I'm going to use my shadow step again.
Okay.
Get away from them.
This time as you use your shadow step, it feels normal.
Okay.
Exactly like the hundreds of other times you've used it. But you can feel as you step away, they're still radiating whatever it was that caused your shadow step to be so difficult previously.
They are? Or?
They are.
Okay.
So whatever it was that they did, it is radiating from them. And you think that might be whatever they're doing, it might be what's causing that lensing of effect around them.
I want to make one of them very, very afraid of me.
Okay.
So I'm going to use Sphere of Darkness.
Did you want to try and multi-target that as well?
Yes. Yes, I would.
For each, technically for each additional target, since there's only 3 there, to get them all in the same space area-wise, it would be disadvantage 2, or to just target 3 of them individually, it would be disadvantage 2. So
same disadvantage.
Yeah.
Regardless.
So
all right.
What I'm saying is you can either do it regularly or you can do it disadvantage 2 and target all of them.
Well, but it would still be disadvantage 2. Oh no, I'm sorry. I got it. Yeah, I got it. I'm gonna get all of them.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
1, it's normal. All 3 of them, it's disadvantage 2. Sorry, my brain is just not working right now.
No, it's mine. I'm still working on it. So I got a 30.
30. Yeah,
Gotcha.
So as you kind of rise into the air, mimicking Zulta as she battled to the trances.
I inspired you.
It was pretty.
To your form. They kind of transform you into this shadow demon looking thing. You raise
me up.
Your form grows to the point of being 15 feet tall.
So I can scare them.
10 feet wide, with these wicked looking claws and shadow fangs coming out of your new enlarged form. And you go to them and go, "This is what you've created." And they peace out.
I love how deep my voice gets when I'm in that form.
Oh, yeah.
It's awesome.
Did I draw that in the wrong thing so you guys actually can't see?
Probably.
No, I didn't.
This is what you've created.
Don't know why I can't select that.
Oh God! It's an earthquake.
The world is moving.
Oops.
Yeah, see, you're in California, so.
There we go. Yeah. So as the kind of dust settles and Arel kind of floats back down to her normal self, you can see Aruna is unconscious but breathing. You can see Kess is kind of cradling her arm, which seems to have gone limp, and has the briefest, the slightest looks of contact burns on her palm. And you can see Zulta is still in full blown battle trance, and bits of entropy lightning keep kind of shooting off of her. And that is where we are going to end it.
What's Pierre doing
today? Pierre is
playing a jaunty tune.
He's already begun the Begin. and he is now finishing the Begin.
I don't know what that word is, but okay.
Begin is a type of song, and there is a specific, I believe it's a jazz standard called Begin the Begin.
How fun.
Ooh, there's a redemption.
And from Imp, Aruna, hey, listen, I think your friend might be the actual BBEG here. Take a Great Fairy Heal.
Yup.
Everyone always assumes that of me in every game I play, not just tabletop role-playing games. You want to play Mafia or a werewolf? Who's the first person who gets out every time?
You should not play... what's that game that's really popular where you play as the little dudes and one of them's a murderer?
Among Us?
Among Us, yeah. You shouldn't play Among Us.
Oh, I have it now. My goal is to play with strangers so that they don't have preconceived notions of me.
Anyway.
I mean, they already do. You're playing that game.
Yeah.
It's fair, but no more preconceived notions than any other person. Get tired of getting out first on freaking revenge games.
Anyway, I would love to play Murder in Baldur's Gate. Excuse me. With you. Is that what it's called? Betrayal in Baldur's Gate. There we go.
It's fun.
I haven't played it. It looks so fun. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. I hope you guys had fun. I hope you guys are enjoying kind of the different way we resolve that kick of combat. Every so often, it's nice to make them think a little bit differently. Yeah. Otherwise, that's all for me today, and I will see you guys at ZUthon. So tune in.
Or tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll be the next one. Wow.
Oh, are we saying bye? Okay, bye.
We are. Bye, Elias.
Yeah.